Hey guys, today I wanted to give you guys a 6 months review on how I'm liking my Hoyt RX-8 versus my Mathews V3 that I've been shooting for 3 years. So the first main difference between these two bows is the rest that I'm running. On the Mathews, I'm running the QAD rest, and then on the Hoyt, I have the Trinity rest. And I've ran the QADs on most of my bows, and I've actually had problems with them on multiple bows. So I switched to the Trinity, and I'm not going back. And this is the main reason why, is you don't have to worry about flipping this handle up every time you shoot. You know, it's that much less movement. You know, once you knock your arrow in here, you don't have to worry about this flopping out of here. So, you know, I'm definitely going to be sticking with the Trinity. Like I said, I've had issues with these over the years on multiple bows. And it has to do with this sticking. The next difference is going to be the sights. Now these are both spot hog sights. The Mathews has the Fast Eddy and the Hoyt has the Booney. Now these are very similar sights, they just have a few different odds and ends. And overall, I do think that the Booney is a little bit smoother to operate. It's also more lightweight than the Fast Eddy. And the difference here is they replaced all these levers that are on here on the Fast Eddy. They replaced them with knobs. So you can see all these are knobs over levers. It's less motion to tighten them and loosen them, and just a little bit more user friendly. The next thing you're going to notice here is the axle to axle length is a little bit different on these bows. This is the Ultra model, so this is a 34, I think. And this one is a 31. Now, my personal preference is I like a longer axle to axle bow. I just like the string angle better. Now, the thing I always liked about this V331 is this is like the ultimate tree stand bow in my opinion. Because sometimes tree stands, these longer axle to axle bows, you can bounce off stuff. You can't get the shot angles that you can get with the shorter bow. So I still think that this V3 is the ultimate tree stand bow, but you know, I did hunt with this RX-8 Ultra and I didn't have any issues with it. The next thing I wanted to show you guys on the difference on these bows was the tripod systems that these have. So the Mathews ones, they have this removable tripod, which comes on and off pretty easy, but it can be tricky sometimes to get on and off. Where the Hoyt one, they have this really slick one that's mounted on here permanently, and you can just flip these forward and tighten that back up, and they're out of your way if you don't want to run them. And then to put them back, you know, super easy. I think this is a better system. So the next biggest thing I want to talk about is the draw cycles with these bows. The reason I switched from Mathews to Hoyt to begin with was I always felt like the Mathews had a very stiff draw cycle, and even the ones that have came out, the lift and the lift axe, I feel like it's even stiffer than this V3. And also the let off is a little different. Now I set both these bows off for 80% let off. I like the lower let off, but even with the 80% on both, the V3 is much more jumpy than the RX-8. Now performance wise, these bows both shoot almost the same. So these are both 70-pound bows. They both have 80% let off. The draw length is the same. The only difference, you know, is the axle to axle. And the Hoyt, this is a 475 grain Easton 4mm arrow. The Hoyt shoots this at 287, and the Mathews was 289 when I chronoed these. So they're both shooting about the same performance-wise.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos with Bucks Unlimited Outdoors.